This is coming down the basement right here. So these are actually pretty good. This is like almost like a 7-foot ceiling. So my arm's fully extended, and it's like this is fully extended right here. So that's a good height for the basement. You do have carpet down here. Laundry's over there. I don't love the way that this room is split because this you can't really do anything with this space. This kind of leaves it as storage. And this, like, you could put a bed over here, but it's not really a ton of space, you know? Like, you could fit a bed right here and then still have space on either side. It's not huge, but it's definitely a space. Laundry's over here. Sorry if this video's dark. It's dark down here. Looks like we got an old oil tank over here. Oh, that's connected, actually. Hot water tank. And this does look like it is. This might actually just be a hot water tank to hold the hot water. And this might be what actually heats the hot water. So this is an oil powered heat system. Looks pretty good. Doesn't look bad. I mean, it's oil. It is what it is. Almost poked my eye out. Just want to make sure, obviously, that if you are going to have someone living in the basement, that this is all, oh, see, and it just kicked right on. So it's working. That's good. Yeah, we want to make sure there's a light. Make sure this is properly ventilated, which definitely looks like it is. If we got people living down in the basement, that all looks good up there. All the electrical. I don't see any knob tube. I do see one older wire right there, but not knob and tube. I can smell that this is like burning stuff. So we might need to get ventilation checked on that. But I was also standing right next to it, so. Coming through here. We do have a full bathroom over here, which is actually very nice. Floors look great. This is all pretty new. The tile down there looks a little older, but the rest of the bathroom looks pretty good. And then out through this side, you have the garage side, which is fairly large. And if you did want to, you could finish, closing this door and make the rest of this the rest of this garage space into more finished basement area. Wouldn't be hard to just knock out this wall. This is just drywall. It's nothing crazy. All right, just walking in the front door here. Got a living room space, pretty good here. It's gonna take us over to a little dining area. Over here you can see the kitchen. Flooring in here looks really good. Obviously these counters and cabinets are on the older side, but everything else is in really good shape. I mean, even for the age that these are probably 1950s, and these are actually really good quality, really good shape. The walls here, this brick stuff is just kind of like a foam padding put over it, so you can just rip that off and paint it. And this is like a enclosed deck. There is electric heat out here. They don't really use it, I guess. And I just got your message that your dad's not coming. Right through here. Bathroom through here. You have your sink. This tile looks a little outdated, but not bad. Bathtub. This is pretty good shape. I don't love the color, but it is just one of these standard plastic things that you put over the tub. And the toilet's over here. A little tight in here. Yeah, like I would be very tight in there. I'm a little bit wider. We've got one bedroom through here. This looks like a full-size mattress on the floor, maybe a queen. Another bedroom through here. Also probably a queen. Oh, good closet. It's open. So there was a little thing in the living room. A little bit of cracking drywall, nothing crazy. But it does have central air as well. So that's always good. Very good sized closet. You know, needs a little paint, a little dirty here and there. They said that they're only the second owners. A lot of these windows have been replaced, so all the ones in the bedrooms have been replaced. But the one in the living room is still older, single pane window in the living room. But overall, comfortable space, I think. Let me go out to the yard. Very good yard space. You got the concrete patio over here. Yeah, really good yard space. And it continues, obviously, on this end. It's got some built-in benches. Enclosed. And it's raining, so, you know, there's no water in the basement, no water coming through the roof, so that's good. So here in the living room, this is what I mentioned. We got some cracking on the drywall, and starting from the ceiling, and that's due to when they installed the HVAC system, they had to cut a hole in the ceiling here and place it up through there because attic access was otherwise quite limited. Just a little hatch to go up, but this is nothing too crazy. Like, it's just a little crack, a little paint, no big deal. And then these are the single pane windows that I mentioned. So these are not great for insulation, but it feels very warm in here. So and this ceiling is probably about 7 feet. I don't know if that made. I hope that angle works. But I'm stretching as high as I can. Just as I'm leaving, I'm noticing here, like on the door, you know, just some wood that's kind of aged out. Looks like, I mean, the paint's a little bit older, could use a repaint. It looks a little, let me get up close. See, it's kind of like textured like this. I wouldn't say chipping, but like, yeah, it is pieces of it are chipping. So there's like one layer that's chipping off, and then there's a layer underneath it was just the same color. So could definitely use a paint. House next door right there. I like the amount of space between the houses. It's good. There's your HVAC system. Sorry, not your HVAC system, your condenser. Oh, that's interesting. Like, they built this around the gate instead of installing a new gate. That's fun. Chimney looks good. Let's get a shot from the street. Alright, so from the street, I mean, it's a pretty quiet street, like all the way down that way. That's the direction I came from. And then it's all just like neighborhood down that way. So you're in a very quiet neighborhood. I don't love that they painted the top of the bricks there, but personal preference. Could use some paint for sure. There's the roof there. It's got some stuff growing on it. That is because of the tree behind it, not necessarily because of the roof being bad. It's just, you know, roofs give off, You know, roofs provide shade. They give off plant stuff. I don't know. It's pretty common. Doesn't indicate any quality issues with the roof. Just could use a power wash. So overall, I think that the space is very functional. I think it's a good amount of space. All the bedrooms are good sizes. All of the living spaces are good sizes. The basement has good ceiling height. The things that are, could use improvement. Obviously, the kitchen and the bathroom are a little more on the outdated side, but that's cosmetic. That's fixable. Everything is usable as is, and it's still in good condition for the age of what these things are. The only thing I did notice is that the bathroom sink does look like it's got a little rust on it. Like I would probably replace the bathroom sink first before anything, before doing the kitchen. But the kitchen, honestly, those cabinets are in solid shape. I would replace them because they look old, but I wouldn't replace them because they needed to be replaced necessarily because of quality. So yeah, so there's some updates that need to be done, a little bit of touch-ups here and there, definitely paint all around everywhere, inside and outside. A little bit of like drywall cracks that need to be fixed here and there that, you can, like there was the spot with the HVAC system, we know that, and then there was another spot in the bathroom next to the toilet where it kind of just bulged out of the wall just a little bit, and not really broken, not really a problem, just kind of you can tell that like the owner did it and not like a professional, because you can just tell there was work done there. So I mean, yeah, overall I think the space would work pretty well for what you want it to work for. They did say that they had people living in the basement before. They had their parents living in the basement before, and they actually would just enter through the garage so that they didn't have to go up any stairs at all. So it is functional. I know you don't like Randolph. This is a pretty nice part of Randolph. You saw the way the street looked, but it is still Randolph. So give it a chance. Everything else about the house is pretty good. It needs a little bit of work, but overall, I'd say it's a quality house.